Welcome to ViewTheRace.com. This is the Twilight Red Rock Canyon Half Marathon from Calico Basin, Nevada. The race starts in the parking lot of the Visitor Center and does one complete loop before starting the point-to-point course on Scenic Drive in Red Rock Canyon. Now, this is the Twilight Red Rock Canyon, which is the nighttime version of the Red Rock Canyon Half Marathon, which is held in March. This race starts at 8 o'clock at night and completes the same course that is done in March, except you're running it at night. Quite a different experience running this course in the dark. So as we work our way around to mile 1, hopefully you're warmed up because you start the climbing up to the summit at the 5.3 mile mark of this course. The next 4.5 miles are predominantly uphill, including a very difficult climb just after mile 2. Beautiful scenery will be all around you, and the eerie sound of silence will envelop you as you head up on this course. Now, just after you pass mile 2, you have the most difficult climb on the course. I went from an 8-minute mile to a 10-minute mile in struggling as I worked my way up this hill. Very, very difficult climb. Now, as you're seeing this in the daytime, it doesn't look like the hills are that bad because the surrounding mountains just dwarf the hills that you're actually on. But I can tell you that this hill is extremely difficult. Now, there are a few dips in the road in the first 5 miles where you might be going slightly downhill, but for the most part, you will be climbing continuously until you reach the summit just after mile 5. Just gotta slowly pull yourself up these tough uphills. The key to this race is to survive the first 5 miles of uphills and just maintain a steady pace on those long, gradual climbs. Then once we get to the downhills, you're going to have to make up time. There are some dramatic downhills on this course that if you can run those properly, you can make up a lot of time that you lost on those uphills. I went from a 10-minute mile on mile 2 or mile 3 to a 6:13 mile 3 miles later. Again, the downhills, once we get to the downhill section of this course, you will see how dramatic they are. You're just absolutely flying through these downhills. It got to a point where I was actually happy that there was a slight uphill, so I could just change the muscles I was using instead of running just all out downhill. Right here, you were just running as fast as you could possibly run. Your legs can't carry you fast enough to match the road grade. Just one right after another of just massive downhills. Due to the openness of this course, you're also very susceptible to the wind. If it's a windy day, and you will definitely notice the wind in your direction. Road surface is generally good. Had no issues there. If you're an experienced runner and you know how to run downhill properly, you can definitely make up for all those hills at the beginning and probably get a pretty decent time on this course. I must say that I noticed the scenery a lot more driving in a car through this loop than I was running though. Between the massive uphills at the beginning to the out-of-control downhills that you really have to concentrate on, I really was not looking at the scenery all that much during the run. But it is quite a beautiful view all the way around you. One thing you'll experience on this course, especially at night, is the sound of silence. I never really understood that term until I started running through Red Rock Canyon. Just really don't hear any sounds at all. Except for your own running steps. Another nice downhill through here. So we close in on the finish. Now, this being a point-to-point course, the race finishes at the parking lot at the end of the scenic loop. Just an incredible race and an incredible course. I would highly recommend you either do this race, which is the Twilight Red Rock Canyon, or the daytime Red Rock Canyon race, which is held in March. Incredible events. Thank you for viewing the race at viewtherace.com.